Hey, Joe Gill here, and I'm here to talk to you about a little something different. This is more, I guess, about swinging and all that. It's about Hedonism 2 in Negril, Jamaica. Basically, Hedonism 2 is just it's an adults only, all inclusive like couples resort. It's not just couples. I guess singles can go there. Single guys are allowed there too, and all that. And it's no kids, adults only. And basically, what it has, it's got a nude only, a nude side, and they call it a prude side, which is clothing. And swimming pool, hot tub, and then on the other side they have a swimming pool and of course a nude beach. And it's not clothing optional, you have to take it off. Basically, this deal is resort. It's basically a swingers resort, basically couples. And the deal with swingers, I've been in the lifestyle. They call it the lifestyle, basically, is what swingers call it. So I was in the lifestyle from like the latter part of 2000 till 2008, and probably was more heavily into it back in 2000 to 2002. And coincidentally, I went to Hedonism. The time that I went was in 2004 and all that. So getting right to it, here's the bottom line. This is just like going to any other nightclub, hotspot, or whatever. It's just like you're, rolling your dice and taking your chances, so to speak. However, the bottom line with swingers is that the real attractive couples, or the real attractive ones, it was funny, I was just talking to a buddy, an acquaintance from back east who emailed me, was telling me about it, and he sort of hit the nail on the head. The real attractive ones are pretty shallow. They're pretty shallow, and so if you're going to go there as a single guy, I recommend two things. He also forgot to add this. You got to be pretty decent looking if you want to get hook up with the hot girls or hot couples or whatever, or the couples with the hot females. And it helps to be well endowed. It helps to have a nice, fairly good sized dick between your legs. If you want to know, well, how big does it have to be? I would say at least 8 inches or more. And, pretty on the girthy side, so to speak. Not saying that if you're smaller, if you're like maybe 4 to 6 inches or 5 or 6 or whatever, you're not gonna get anything. But it's all just about opportunity. It's all, to me, when I was swinging, it's all about the night. It's all about the crowd. It's all about the people. It's all about opportunity. It's all about the situation, and all that. So that's how it goes. The resort itself is really cool. I mean, I'll give a little review of the resort. I'll go off subject. The restaurants, there's 3 restaurants, at least there was a Japanese, kind of like Benihana style one, an Italian one, and then of course an American, like a steakhouse type deal. All of it's free. Well, it's not free, it comes with paid. And it was all pretty good. That's kind of what I liked about the resort. It was overall decent. And like I said, it was adults only, so there was adult entertainment. They had adult games, like all of it was sort of sex themed and all that stuff, and all that. So other than that, one thing about safety though, if you do go, even if you go to Jamaica or go to any resort, you pretty much got to stay on the premises. I wouldn't wander off by yourself. I wouldn't go exploring. I wouldn't just get in a cab and go, oh, I want to go take a look at some shops. I want to go do this. Not recommended. Why? Because there is a bit of crime. There's a lot of pickpocketing. There's mugging. There's theft. theft and all that. I'm not saying that you're going to get killed or whatever, but robbed. I mean, just to give you an example, my aunt actually went to Jamaica back in the 80s. She got her purse stolen. And I've heard stories of people getting pickpocketed. And even when I was there in '04, they even recommended, like the staff, some of the employees and the hotel front desk and the concierge, they said, yeah, we don't recommend that you kind of venture out on your own, day or night, you know. Some places, in some of my videos, you heard me talk about, oh, it's okay if you kind of wander around during the day, you know, you're pretty safe. But as soon as the sun goes down, that's when the freaks come out at night, you know. Costa Rica was one that I talked about. So, yeah. So, you know, other than that, you just rolling your dices. A lot of it is also older couples, older people or older couples. And I've always had this general theory with swinging. I take it to look at it as like maybe older couples or more somewhat unattractive pawn their sort of mediocre or bad or somewhat average sex partners off onto other people. It's sort of like a legitimate or legal way of cheating on your spouse or on your long-term boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever. And all that. I'm just talking because my girlfriend, she often complained about when we would swing with other couples or whatever, how terrible in bed that, you know, the guy, the girl's guy was and all this stuff like that. So, you know, but anyway, as far as a legitimate girl chasing, well, what if I want to go out and meet a girl? I don't recommend it. I actually did it. I did it through a cab driver. Cut a long story short, I went in there, started to do my business with her. Well, started the fool around with her. I got distracted. I stopped. Just happened to check my jeans. She had stolen the rest of my money. Confronted her about it, you know, had a confrontation. So I ended up leaving, not even finished. I didn't even get to, you know, pop or bust my nut. Oh, by the way, it cost me about $80. I paid her $80. It's the going rate there. I guess it's the same as almost like Dominican Republic and all that. So anyway, I go out to the cab driver. Don't even have coffee. I was so pissed off and I was going to walk home and he's all, wait, man. I go, I don't have my money. So anyway, he goes in and gets my money, comes back out. Well, you know, he got the initial money that she stole, the $15 or $20 that I had to pay the cab to take me back to my hotel. So I'm sitting here chewing his ass out. You know, I'm getting on his case when he's taking me back. I go, so how much are you in cahoots with this chick for? How much kickback are you getting? He's, oh no, man, I'm just surprised. I can't believe it. And, you know, he's like on the defense, and I'm totally being an asshole. I'm not being nice to this guy. I'm totally being an asshole to this guy, saying bullshit. So anyway, you know, I said, I know you're in cahoots. I know she probably gave you a cut or whatever, and I go, man, I wish you would have gotten my money back. I wanted to get all my money back if everything. And he's like, well, I feel real bad. He's like, let me go see what I can do. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. So he was going to go try and get some of my money back or all of it. Anyway, he comes back and I sort of just blew it off, and I happened to run into, and I go, so what happened? Did you go back? Did you actually go back and see her? And he's all, yeah, I talked to her, and she said, if I bring you back, she'll finish you off. She'll finish the job that I basically paid her to do. And I go, I'm not even interested. I go, so she wouldn't give the money. She wasn't interested at all in giving the money back or anything. She's all, no. And I go, well, let me just ask you this. I'm curious. For you to take me there and bring me back, would I be charged cab fare? And he's like, what do you think? And I'm like, I don't know. I go, yeah, I guess so. And I go, even if I were, I don't even think I should be charged cab fare. And, you know, I was just a smart ass. But like I said, I don't recommend it, you know. But anyway, as far as hedonism, that's basically, the time to go. Like I said, they call it the lifestyle. Swingers often call it, oh, I'm in the lifestyle, or we're in the lifestyle. Well, they have a national kind of club or membership type of club around the U.S. called Lifestyles. They just call it Lifestyles. Anyway, I guess maybe a good time to go was like the week. That's when we went, me and my girlfriend at the time, the week of 4th of July. That's when they have the Lifestyles event, or Lifestyles people show up. So it tends to be filled up with a lot of people who swing, who fool around and play. That might be a good time, is around the week of the 4th of July. And who knows, maybe in the winter, because maybe a lot of snowbirds or something like that might fly down, February, January, whatever. But other than that, it will be kind of pricey. It is definitely a little bit, a resort like that is definitely more on the expensive side. So it's going to cost you a few bucks. It doesn't come with airfare, so you got to book the whole resort and the hotel separate, then you got to book your airfare separate. So it's not like all. So if you go online and you try looking for package deals that include air and all that, I don't think you'll find it. So, but other than that, that's about it. That's really about it for hedonism in Jamaica and all that. Like I said, you're just rolling your dice, you're taking your chances on going, and all that. So anyway, it's starting to wind down with my subject matter. I pretty much only have 2 more topics in general to talk about. My next subject, I'm going to include 2 countries, because it's going to be Honduras, or Island Roatan, and another part of Mexico called Cozumel. Reason why I'm doing it is because I actually did this on a cruise ship. I have done a few cruises, and yeah, you can sort of tie into some of your girl chasing on going to different ports of call. I'll explain that, and I'll talk about a cruise, but I don't plan on doing any cruising, so that's going to be my second to last video, and the last one I'm going to do is as a surprise, and I'll probably do as a small series. I'm going to do a series of videos on the subject I'll explain that later. But until then, cheers, have a good one, and I will talk to you later.